First of all, my old car, but I'll say one of the greatest moments of my career. Absolutely, that was when everything started.
So that's your old car. So you drove yourself from Altoona to PNC Park.
Yeah, dude, I was so nervous. I didn't want it to speed, but I wasn't even feeling my body at all. Way before I even parked that car, I was not even in this world. I felt like I was somewhere else and my body was just inside of the car, and I was so nervous. The first person I called was my mom and then my dad. And they were both just like crying, like for like happiness and stuff. And it was so nice, but dude, that moment. All the time I see this, this thing, it's just like, all I can do right now is just smile. Oh my God.
So what's going through your head? Are you excited to see people? Or are you just trying to like play it cool?
I was just nervous oh my goodness. Like I wasn't even able to speak right there. I was just like, yes, we're here. And as you can see right there, like I was saying that my heart was like down my throat. It was so.
My heart is like right here.
So funny. And I was actually I was kind of skinny, but maybe I just got bigger, but. Oh my God. Look at that. Wow.
Jersey on for the first time.
Dude.
How did it feel?
Right there, I blocked out. Right there. The only thing I remember from right there is when I was stretching outside. Other than everything else, it was just like a dream. Dude, I would say it's a privilege, you know. I feel like that's why most of the guys, whenever we're walking down the stairs and we see that thing, I think it's just a privilege, you know, being able to do the things that other big players used to do. I think that's what it is, and you know, I think we're very proud, and man, I still feel like how it felt that day. I still remember. Such a great feeling. Like I said, I was just nervous, dude. I didn't know what to do. It's just something, you know, that you've been dreaming for years, and then seeing it happen. It's like you were born again, and you know, it felt like a dream, kind of. Such an amazing moment, you know, and I feel like when you're in those moments, like you don't even know how to react, you know, and that's what makes it so special. I remember Key, when I was walking, like getting up and get to the infield. I remember Key told me something about, hey, don't get too nervous. You a grown man. I said, man, I don't even feel like a grown man. I feel like a little kid. And then I just jumped out and got out, and it was really nice. Honestly, I don't think it even felt different. I don't think it even felt different at all. What I'll say is that it was I was more a little under control, you know, but the excitement and everything else, it was still the same. I was just so happy and so glad that, you know, I made it back. That was my other goal, and, you know, it's just, you know, something that you've been fighting and preparing for, and, you know, making it happen. It's just such an amazing thing. It's just, I feel like that's the perfect word for it. It's just an amazing thing. The first person I was so excited to see was Key, and then Shelty. You know, I'm always just, you know, trying to get better every day to make everybody see the things that I'm able to do, and, you know, just like, oh my God, yes, I remember Choi. I remember the first thing that Choi told me was like, "What's up, fail?" I'm like, what? Like, you're not gonna even say hi? And then he hugged me. And then that guy right there, Nate Gonzalez. What can I say about him, man? I mean, I'm so like glad that, you know, I have somebody like him in my life. He's somebody that has put a lot of good things in my life. You know, somebody that have been trying to make me a good person and also a good player. And I am really glad I have someone like him pushing me forward every day.
Yeah. Now, kind of back to when you were doing the heart symbol into the camera, you seem to really have fun playing baseball.
Yeah.
Is it important to you that you're able to be able to have fun when you're on the field? Would you say it's part of your game?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think that's one of the things that makes different a lot. You know, there's a lot of great players that are like very not like smiling at all. And you know, I learned something last year about myself is that when I enjoy what I do, things get a lot looser, like a lot of like fluid things, and you know, I think that does add a lot to myself. You know, when I'm being myself, I think that I am a different player in a good way.
Awesome.
Dude, seeing Andy, Quinn, Nick, Davis, Sawinski, and Tree together, it's like, I remember probably like a year or 2 years ago when we were back in Altoona, we used to like sit down, like eat in, and just kind of like talk through about like, hey, what do you guys think that would be like playing together in the bigs? You know, at first we were thinking that it was kind of like crazy, you know. And remember that day when we saw the whole lineup, the whole defense and all that. I remember we were looking at each other, we were just like smiling and like letting us know that like, hey, we're doing it, like we gotta enjoy this. And you know, I've never experienced that before, and you know, it makes me feel very special on being around those people. I feel like it's a very cool thing to you know, have like some other people trusting on what they see. You know, I think that each of us have been working very hard, and just having those words from other people, those mindset and stuff like that, and thoughts, I think it just makes everything more like strong, you know, makes you feel like you got this, like we trust you. And that's when you build that big trust in yourself, and you know, it makes you be that elite player that you want to be. And then they add a lot on it. I'll say that it's just, you know, an unbelievable thing, especially for you know, most of those guys that have been working a lot. And dude, it's just amazing. Oh my God. I remember I was just like, ain't no way I'm facing this guy. What am I gonna do right here? And I remember I was thinking, I was like, oh, lock it in. You know what I mean? And I remember right there, I was kind of like, oh my God, this dude. And you know, I wasn't even upset. I was just trying to get locked in, you know, and put a good swing on any pitch. I was just trying to fight. And being able to face somebody like him, it makes me feel very happy and very proud of myself, you know? And dude, I was just very nervous as well. Like, I was so nervous. Like, I remember my hands were kind of like shaking. And I think that's why I was kind of like walking around and kind of like just breathing and stuff like that, you know? But there was one point of the at-bat where I was like, you know what? Let me show him what I got. Let me try my best right here. And dude, it was so crazy. Look at Rivas. Oh my God. But yeah, I was just very nervous. That's the main thing. I can't remember it like perfectly. And
is there something about being nervous but also preparing for this moment that is able to get you through the nerves? Like, are you just going through your checklist, like trying to keep yourself grounded in this moment?
I mean, I've always told myself that just because you're nervous, that doesn't mean you can't do it, you know? And when you feel that nervous, like those like things, God, I thought it was a pop out. And when I saw that going behind the wall, I was like, no way. I was like, no. And then I remember when I was running through the bases, I kind of like looked towards him, kind of like, I did it, dude. Like, give me some respect, you know? But I was so happy. And, you know, a moment that I will never forget. I just want to thank everybody for it, you know.
Yeah. Is there anything like, you know, getting a home run in Darvish? Are you like, I'm supposed to be here?
Yeah, I mean, it does. It gives you a lot of energy and a lot of confidence, you know. Seeing it happen, it makes you feel like I am supposed to be here. I deserve this. I know how much I work, and just keep moving forward and keep fighting through it. And I think that it does add a lot to like continue to get better and continue to improve and you know, just kind of like help everybody else like everybody else been helping you.
Kutch came over to you afterwards. Did he say anything to you?
Yeah, he said, you got a sneaky one. I said, dude, just look at him. I said, dude, just like started laughing. I didn't even have a word. Man, I just want to thank all of them. I wish that one day I can go like talk to one of them individually and then just thank them. I remember probably like 2 weeks ago, I had this interview, and they were asking me about, hey, what do you think about this team for next year? And I said one thing. I said, we're going to the playoffs. And, you know, it makes me very happy that the organization is believing on those young guys too, you know. I feel like the more we play, the more we work, the more we're gonna grow, and I believe in that. And you know, one thing that I've been very happy too is that all of us were on the same page, and we're gonna be very dangerous, very dangerous.